Mike G, our Nets man coming on.
Yeah.
This guy here, boy, you probably, hey, he's a smooth, slicker cornerback,
Is he?
man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All
hey,
right.
I gotta go find him, man. I gotta, put out my team to go get him. He's one of our biggest, I would say, competitors. I think he plays with a chip on his shoulder. I think he always play like he has something to prove. And last season had an outstanding season, coming over as a transfer from Oregon and then getting here, being back closer to home. And I just think last year, man, he held his own out there. And I just think this year can be an even better year for him because, one, he's has more familiarity with the team, with the atmosphere, with the SEC. But now you get a coach that comes in like Coach Freeze is going to add more stability, all the way around. And I think, the guys that's around him is going to perform at a high level too. I think this is going to be a really good season. I think he's going to really move himself up the boards for the next level. But ultimately, I think he's going to have an all SEC season. If he can just continue to keep working hard, continue to keep striving and find that next thing that make you go out there and play hard and work hard. I think he can be a dog on that field. And I think he was a big get to come back this year because I think it gives him opportunity, like I said, size up a little bit, but then also now you're more knowledgeable as a corner. You've been in the SEC for a full season now, so I look forward to hearing what he has to say. And anything you'd like to say before we bring him on?
No. Listen, it's going to be really important for Hugh Freeze and company to be able to shut down one side of the field. I feel like our next guest has the ability to be that shutdown corner, so let's bring him on.
All right, let's do this. Hey, Auburn family, let's welcome in my guy, DJ James.
Hey.
DJ, what's happening?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Hey man, we just doing pretty good, man. Just on here having fun with you guys this morning. Glad you was able to get on the show. I said, make sure we ain't got to send our SWAT team to go find DJ, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all.
Nah, man. Hey, DJ, talk about, man, so far you transferred from Oregon. And then, people on here just kind of want to know a little bit about your journey, when you was at Oregon and what made you come to Auburn. And then since you got to Auburn, what have you learned and how have you grown?
A decision with me, it was me and my family decision on me deciding to leave Oregon. It wasn't nothing with I didn't like Oregon or nothing like that. I love Oregon. I got friends at Oregon that I will have for life. I just wanted to be closer to home. In Auburn, they reached out to me as soon as I entered the portal. It was Auburn. And Auburn just reached out with my open arms, and they welcomed me and my family from academic-wise to on the field. And the coaching staff, I liked them as well. They had my best interest. And so that transition wasn't really too hard for me because I was coming back home to my family. So I was more excited than anything.
DJ, listen, Auburn has a pretty good history with shutdown corners. Jason played with one that was that won the Thorpe. You have aspirations this season to go out there. Are you him? You gonna win the Thorpe this year? What's going on?
Yes, sir. I'm
him. You him? Okay.
Definitely him.
All right. So let's talk about practice. Let's talk about being him in practice. I remember we had Jason. We had a receiver's name was Courtney Taylor. Courtney, before they broke his record, had the most receptions in Auburn history during his career. He was part of the winningest class in Auburn history. But he talked about what it was like going up against Carlos Rogers in practice, as a Thorpe winning DB. And he said, listen, I felt like if I could beat Carlos, I could take anybody. Nobody was going to stop me on Saturdays, right? Like, talk about how you challenge the receivers in practice and off-season workouts, so that they can raise their game going up against you every practice.
We challenge each other from workout to workouts. When we even out on the field just running, the receivers, they talking to us, we talk to them. Like we very competitive. Everybody ready to get back into action again on the field. But on the field, man, we go at it. We go hard every rep. Man, our coaches, they teach us to not take a rep off because we're going to be a high-tempo, fast-paced team. So every rep, you got to make each one count. So we compete hard every day at practice. We compete very hard. Those guys, they work me really good.
Who's the toughest receiver?
They very excited.
Who got you in practice? Like
in this, All them guys give me good work. I like Camden Brown, Coy Moore.
Okay.
My outside guys, they give me good work. Nick, the transfer just came in.
Marner.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shorter or the Burton kid.
the one that came from Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Marner.
Yeah, Nick Martiner. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
I haven't been up with the new guys yet. I'm excited to go up with them though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They get work.
Do you get to go up against Jay Farrell a lot in practice?
Not a lot, but that's the
Okay.
guy that I'm gonna work with him some more because
Okay.
I'm trying to get more in the nickel and the inside a little more too. So I'm gonna get a little more of the work in the slot with those guys. Have a little fun with them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the more you can do from that standpoint, playing slot and outside just helps you at the next level, because corners always have to move in and out, because it's a matchup game. And sometimes if their best receivers in the slot, then the best DB is going to the slot to play that receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's just how it is at the next level. It's all about matchups, which is becoming college football because all the throwing now. It used to be pretty much of a balance or run heavy teams, but now it's more like we putting the ball in the air. You got all these guys out here that can go get it. And then sometimes you got to pick your poison because sometimes there may be two really good receivers. And I think the best thing about that is we have two really good corners, you and Nehemiah. So, it's just like, okay, one can take the other and you can take one. Now you bring in a guy like Keontae Scott, who's another really good corner nickel guy.
That's a
Now
really
he
good
can
run.
take another, now he can take a guy in the slot, or he can take their best tight end or something, matched up if you feel like from a safety standpoint, Jalen Simpson played corner. Now he's at safety. So, you can match him up with a tight end if they have a really good, tight end like Kansas City Chiefs does, But so I just feel like this DB room is probably the deepest that I've probably seen in a long time at Auburn, just as a whole group, because there's so much versatility. And we hadn't even talked about the young buck, Cayenne Lee, that you guys just brought in this January, and his footwork is impeccable. So, you guys just talk about how do y'all feed off each other? How do y'all push each other in practice to get to the next level? Because, you and Nehemiah, y'all the catalysts, y'all the lead dogs. So how are y'all leading this younger group?
We taking them in with open arms, man. We just bringing them in, teaching them the ways of how we work and what it is to work at Auburn. Some days gonna be hard. You just gotta fight through them. The coaches want nothing but the best for you. They're gonna get on you. You gotta finish through the line. It's just certain steps, certain like inches that it counts, and the coaches they expect that out of you. And we just teaching those guys that that's very important. It's not like you're on a whole different level. Every inch counts in this game. So just teaching them that the coaches just want your best interests. Don't get upset when they coaching you hard. Just listen to them. Just putting them on game, really.
DJ, being him this season means catching interceptions that you dropped last year. How are you working to try to help Auburn get more turnovers this coming season? I mean, you had an opportunity to a couple. One was a pick six, was a clear pick six, right? Talk about being in that moment and how you're going to improve your game in that way.
Oh, just working off season hands, just working my hand-eye coordination, getting more on the jug, just getting more catches with the ball. I might just go out with the receivers, catch some balls with them, just get my hands more on the ball, because playing corner, we just more so do drills. We don't really just get hands-on interaction with the ball. And that's just something I've been working on and going to continue to work on this offseason, to just making sure that when those opportunities come, I can make the most out of them.
Does Coach Roberts talk to you guys about the importance of interceptions? I remember, DJ, a team meeting we had back in it was 2003. And these guys were going up, Jason, these guys were going up against Ole Miss, and Eli Manning was their quarterback. And Tommy Tuberville told Carlos, he said, hey, listen, he's a great quarterback, but he's going to throw something right at you. Are you going to catch it? Or, you're going to be ready for the moment? Or, like, what are you going to do? And Carlos said, yeah, I don't think you got to pick that game. And we lost in epic fashion. But he went on to win the Thorpe the next year because he understood how to elevate his game in that moment. What is Ron Roberts' message to you guys right now about turnovers and getting turnovers and the importance of turnovers in this league?
He stressed that very hard. Turnovers big time. Turnovers can win games. Turnover can really just change the impact of a game. So he emphasized that a lot with us in film. Just when those opportunities come, catch the ball, make the most, like make your play when it comes to you, because he's gonna put us in position to make the play.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, Mike G, you talk about, because I remember Carlos in that junior year, similar, where he probably felt like he had some dropped interceptions, and the next year he ended up winning the Jim Thorpe, uh, because in the off season he worked so hard on that jug machine.
Right.
He stood in front of that jug machine, and he wouldn't stand so far off of where the ball would be soft. 'Cause most of the time, if you're playing the outside corner, if someone's throwing an out route, they're driving that ball. If they're throwing a go ball, it's all about, when do I get my head around, turn around, and if they throwing a slant, I gotta cross face to get that kind of interception. So that means you better be right if they don't hit you with a sluggo, which is a slant and go. So, but that comes with knowledge of the game, because if I know I got a safety over top, and I'm telling my safety, hey, I know we're in cover 3, but I'm going to rob this slant route because I've seen it on film. They go this formation. I'm taking this slant, but you got to protect me if they run a sluggo to get back over top. That was the things that separated our team. That's why Rose Green had so many interceptions his senior year, because the impact of those guys communicating, being like, hey, you got my back on this play because I may try to go get this one. It's just things like that that get you to that next level. And DJ, I think you have that in you, because, like I said, if you drop the interception, that means you're what? You was in position.
He was in position, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So position is half the battle. So now you in position. Now it's just finishing the drill. So I think, you're going to do well in that area this year, because people going to have to throw your way, because Nehemiah's a really good corner too. And you got to like that aspect of it, because in some game, Carlos will get mad and upset because he's like, man, they're not even throwing my side. They just throwing to the other side. But you don't have to worry about that, because both of you guys can play that corner position, and that gives you more opportunity to get hands on balls. If I had to do a 4x1 today, will it be the receivers or the DBs winning that
Oh, I
4x1?
love this question.
4x1 today. I like the DBs. I gotta go DBs.
Okay.
So who on your team? Give me your 4 on your team.
Pritchett is on the team.
Oh yeah, Mighty for sure.
We were told he was the fastest on the team last year.
Yeah, Mighty for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Mighty gonna be on my leg. I got Mighty. I gotta go Simp.
Okay.
I gotta go Simp. Jalen Simpson for sure. Me. So that's 3. We got one more leg. Who want to get that leg to? Who can finish as I'm gonna go Keontae Scott.
Keontae Scott? Okay. All right.
Finish as Keontae.
Okay, so on the offensive side, you're gonna have Jay Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You're probably gonna have,
I don't know, Jarquez was pretty quick.
I was gonna say,
he's going
the kid, the guy we just got from South Florida, the running back.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian.
He's gonna be on there. Give me 2 more receivers. Who you see them in practice? Who are the 2 fastest guys on offense? Give us 2 other.
Fast. Amari's
fast. Yeah.
Amari's fast. We got Var.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the DBs in this race.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the DBs in this race, definitely. I definitely like them.
Hey, that'd be fun to watch, though.
Oh yeah.
DJ, talk about Jason kind of hit on it, but talk again about like just reading the quarterback and trying to do your best to be in position, right? Like, you're reading. Sometimes you're reading the quarterback, sometimes you're reading the receiver. Talk about what it's like for a DB in the moment when you line up against a guy. What is your process? What are you checking for? Are you reading the eyes of the quarterback? Are you watching the DB's? The wide receiver's hands. What is your process when you line up?
My process, I want to know where we at on the field. I got to get my call from the sideline, the part of the field we on. Once that happens, I look at my receivers, where they come line up on the ball. That give me a more of a way of which routes or which combination of routes I'm about to get from that alignment. I get a more of a clue of which one coming. really just get my call, getting their alignments, and really you got to get lined up, and communicate across the board. Like we got to communicate across, like everybody got to be on the same page in the back end.
Do you feel like you guys are going to play more zone or man this year?
We was in a lot of man last year, so I'm gonna say more zone for sure. Having the quarterback reading their drops, 3-step, 5-step. We getting quick game, we getting play action, just knowing the personnel as well.
Yeah, you talk about personnel. You guys went out and got some D linemen. You lose Derek Hall, you lose Kobe Wooten, but then you come back and you get Justin Rogers. You know, you get a Mosaic Kite. You know, you get a Larry Nixon from North Texas. You know, you go in and you fill a lot of positions that you're not starting over. And that's what you got to like coming back as a senior corner. Like, man, I'm not starting over with a bunch of young guys up front. I'm starting with some veterans that have college experience. And you look at y'all's schedule. You got 8 SEC games, but then you go to travel to California. You know, not an easy game. So 9 out of 11 games up front is going to be, you know, going to be some competitive ball games. What are some of the games that I know you circle all games, but I know DBs and receivers, when they look at that schedule, they say, they got this receiver, that receiver. So which receiver group are you looking forward to going up against the most out of the SEC schools or anybody on that schedule this year?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think Bama receivers are deeper than LSU receivers?
It's just I'm an in-state guy. I'm from It's Alabama for me though.
All right. I like the petty.
Yeah.
I like it.
All day. And they at home. And we got them at home.
Yeah, and we got them on the plains.
Yeah.
That one been circled since last year.
Yeah.
Some pretty epic moments have definitely happened on the plains, in that Iron Bowl. Last year, is there beside Alabama, is there a particular team that you have circled in terms of, winning a revenge game, essentially?
LSU.
Yeah,
LSU.
Okay. What was it about that game that got you going?
Get away from us.
I feel like that game was supposed to be us. We had the momentum that game. I feel like our team felt like we should have won that game. Like everybody felt like that was the game that we were supposed to win.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get them this year because we don't have them on 2024 schedule.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, are you excited about possibly, like, if you come back another year, you'll have a chance to play Oklahoma at home?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's right?
Crazy. Yeah.
So
he'll be coming back visiting because we expect them to have a great year.
For sure.
We watch him on Sundays or something, but he'll be coming back, standing on the sideline, waving his hand, and and everything. So, but NIL has become a big part of sports now. You guys can make money off your name, image, and likeness. Like I said, it helps differently for each athlete. It's different for everybody. Me and Mike G was talking with Lior, a basketball guy who walked on and earned his way up to a scholarship. But most people have to use their NIL to pay for half their scholarship they don't get. But then sometimes, in football, you guys have full scholarships. But then there's other things that come with it because it's so time demanding of your time to have to practice and go to school and go to class and then balance all these things. How have you seen NIL be a help to you, your teammates, and just being part of the student athletes at Auburn?
Oh, NIL's been great. It helps. I done seen it help me, myself, my family. We done got my family. They work for themselves. We got a family business going here. DJ Transportation. They actually out right now on their routes. So was a big part of me helping my family. Start their own journey, doing their own thing with their routes and their trucks. But NIL's been a great thing for college. I appreciate a lot of help my family, and I know it's helping others.
Yeah. Mike G, you got anything for him, these rapid fire, quick fire questions like we did, Lior?
I mean, listen, I think everybody's looking forward to you having a big season this year. And the schedule sets up favorably. My only last question is just going to be, what is your one thing from last season that you're looking to improve on this season that you felt like maybe you didn't do well?
Physicality. Just showing. I know I showed it, but I don't think they felt it enough. I think they still question it just a little bit. So definitely just showing that physicality on tape and on the field and the way I play.
And before we get into our rapid fire question, there is one question though. Not a lot of athletes get the attention that some others do. Your quarterback always gonna get it, your top DB gonna get it, your top receiver, your running back. What's one guy, that's on defense this year, and maybe one guy on offense that you think doesn't get a lot of noise around them right now, but fans should pay attention to this name when the season gets going?
You said either offense or defense, or
Yeah. Give us one on defense and one on offense.
one on defense. I'm gonna go Elijah.
Okay, McAllister. Yeah. I like Elijah.
Okay.
Elijah. Yeah.
Elijah on defense. I'm excited for him in his position, what they got him doing. I feel like he gonna have some fun in the boundary jet,
Yeah.
rolling around and stuff. They got him doing some stuff that I think he gonna enjoy, and I'm excited for him because he excited as well.
Okay.
Offense.
Let's go with a receiver because you go up against the receivers all the time.
Jay Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing that name a lot, man. I've been hearing Jay Fair a lot.
I've been trying to tell people,
Jay
Jason.
Fair.
I've been hearing
if there was a him on offense, it's Jay Fair, and a lot of people are down to me on this one.
And he feeling himself.
Yeah, listen.
So he got confidence.
He
got some confidence.
Yeah, he's putting in the work. I've never met anybody who's not scared of work more than Jay Fair.
He came in when I transferred to Auburn last January. He came in, he enrolled early.
Mm-hmm.
When I thought he was an upperclassman like me when I first came in, how the way he worked.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think he was a freshman when he was working out with me. I thought he was an upperclassman. When
that says a lot, yeah.
Wow, that says a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot. We keep hearing his name, and hey, I look forward to calling his name on the calls this year. So hopefully, it's touchdown Auburn.
I'm excited for him too.
60 yards out, because I know he got the speed, and like you said, he puts fear in defensive backs because if he get on top of you, you forget it. He's gone. And everything. But let's get to the little rapid fire, man. Have a little fun here. DJ, the night before a game, if you got to pick one meal, what's your go-to meal the night before big games that you like to eat to fuel your body?
One meal. Let me see. I go.
You're a steak guy, you're a pasta guy, you're
he's like, I don't
wings.
Eat. Yeah, he said I eat wide receivers.
I'm gonna go wings and pasta.
Wings and pasta.
Wings and pasta. I like that. What's one DB that you look up to and someone you like to tailor your game after?
Darius Slay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Darius Slay. Okay. Played for the Eagles last year. Where's he at this year? Yeah, I think he signed somewhere else. But yeah, I like Darius. Oh man, this is a good one. The night before a big game, what gives you butterflies, or what keeps you up?
What keeps me up? I be able to go to sleep, really, because I be feeling like I got everything that I need.
You're prepared,
right? Prepared. So I don't really just be the type that stay up because I be feeling like I'm prepared because I feel like throughout the week I done prepared good enough. So I don't really have that anxiety, really, of going to sleep.
Because I know for me, it wasn't necessarily so much the opponent. It was just making sure that I had all my checks right.
Right.
And just making sure we was in the right plays when we were supposed to be in the right plays if they was to give us certain defenses and everything. And also visualizing making plays. That was the other thing. Sometimes I was restless the night before because I couldn't wait to get to the game. Just to get it going. But that's a great answer, man. Like, hey, preparation is the key. That's the number one key.
Keep my mind. I'll be calm. Preparation, really.
All right, talking about uniforms. What's your favorite Auburn uniform to dress like? Or DBs like to be flashy. They just put it on out there. DBs like to be flashy. Like, if you can pick one uniform to play in, what's your favorite uniform for Auburn?
What's all white one? Is it the
Stormtrooper?
The
Yeah.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
So y'all wore the orange face masks. Was it last year or the year before?
I think both.
That was the year before.
Year before, yeah. It was.
Yeah, I wasn't aware. That was the year before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that was the year before. Okay, then because I remember they had all white with the orange face mask. That's Penn State game. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. You think they're gonna bring it back this year?
We need to. I'm gonna try to.
But listen, well, you came from Oregon, where they they alternate jerseys is kind of like their thing. Do you think that maybe y'all could talk the powers that be into an alternate jersey this year?
I think so. Man. I really do.
You winning. You're winning. Yeah, you're winning no games.
Yeah. You talk them into maybe for the Iron Bowl or maybe for the Georgia game or something. You come out there and you go in. You can have one jersey on for warm-ups, and then you come back out the warm-ups in a whole different jersey. The whole stadium will go crazy.
That'll make the stadium go off.
Yeah, the whole stadium go crazy.
Fans will go crazy,
especially if it's a night game.
Oof.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You just never know. You got to put it out there in the air, though. See what happens. All right, DJ, what's your favorite place to eat at in Auburn?
Favorite place? I'm going to go. I got to go Fusaklis.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I got to go Fusaklis.
Okay.
Just quick. Right. Sometimes I need it. Quick meal, drive through too. You can go in, sit down. It's from my hometown. It's good. It's what I like to eat a lot.
All
right. Last two, have a little fun with it, man. Let's say this. Let's say who's the best dresser on the team when y'all going off the game? Who can dress down? And as Fred Smoot used to say, we ain't even gonna go there though. You don't know Fred Smoot, but Fred Smoot played DB with me in Washington.
Yep.
And he has some crazy stories, but we'll just say that one for another day. But who's the best dresser on the team, and who's the biggest trash talker?
Dresser. I'm gonna go. Terrence. I like Terrence.
Okay.
Put it on our side. Terrence, he gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Y'all will see. Terrence gonna put it on.
All right.
Okay. We got something to look forward to. Who's the biggest smash talker? Trash talker.
Trash talker. Wow. Big trash talker. Ooh, I gotta go. Shante.
Really? Linebacker.
He was talking like that.
He talking, y'all.
Okay, all right.
Oh man.
He gets going.
All right.
Noted.
NIL, that's noted. We're gonna have some guys come on the show, man, and we're gonna have some fun with this thing this year, man. And we look forward to seeing what you do this season. Like I said, before we let you go, all our NIL subscribers and listeners and people that give to NIL to support you guys. Everybody wants to know what's your favorite Auburn tradition? Is it Toomer's Corner, rolling a tree, which you probably don't get much chance to do unless it's basketball season. But, is it Tiger Walk? Is it, right before the game, the War Eagle flying? What's your favorite Auburn tradition?
Mine's a Tiger Walk. There's none like it. I get excited for it every week. I know our fans coming out to see us. No matter rain, sleet, or snow, they're gonna be out there for that Tiger Walk for us, and I appreciate that a lot. So I get excited for that every week.
And talk about the one Tiger Walk before we get out, because I'd be remiss not to ask you this. Texas A&M game, 3-6 teams facing each other. Cadillac gets the interim head coaching job, and Tiger Walk is like y'all getting ready to play a national championship.
Right.
Man, can you just give us a little insight of what that Tiger Walk felt like, and what did that do for y'all to rejuvenize what you feel like y'all was having a tough season and made things feel like, just some weight was off y'all back, and just what that Tiger Walk and what that fan crowd did for y'all?
And they did a lot. They boosted us up. They gave us more excitement, more energy to go play for each other. Just them coming out to support us. Everybody was happy about that because, we're a 3-6 team. We ain't thinking too much of it. man, we get off the bus. These people here to see us come out and play. So that gave us a whole lot of confidence to just go out, put it out on the line for one another and for the fans as well, for the Auburn family. Yeah, so that meant a lot to us as a team.
Well, Mike G, as I say, man, hopefully this year we'll have a lot of Tiger Walks that'll be packed out because
That's right.
this team will be winning and stacking a couple of W's together and getting back to playing Auburn football the way we know it's supposed to be played and playing with their heart and that desire. And we look forward to you guys having a great season. DJ, stay healthy. Wish you the best in health. Wish you the best in as you move forward to his senior year. Continue to lead these guys and you guys make sure, man, y'all just have fun. Don't ever forget about having fun. And until we can get you back on the show during the season, and hopefully you're on the show, we just have a lot more to talk about of the great season that you're having along with your team. So appreciate you coming on, man, and War Eagle.
Yeah, be him.
I will.
All right, then, Auburn family. That's our show for the day. We had two great guys on here today. Two guys come from different stories, both from the state of Alabama. One with the Oregon, transferred in. The other grew up in Birmingham, got a chance to play in the NCAA tournament in his own home city. How cool is that? That rarely ever happens. So you got a chance to hear it today on our show, and we'll keep bringing you the noise each and every week from the On to Victory Auburn NIL podcast. So shout out to everybody, and War Eagle. Until next episode, see ya.
War Eagle.
War Eagle.